Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Just wanted to show you what I've been working on today. So had a few things on my plate, but one thing I've been wanting to do is just set up some better and more organized workflows for some of my leads. So I use ChatGPT to do that. So I wanted to show you what I did. But first, I'm just going to show you here how I'm not done putting my leads in here yet. But whoops. I just want to show you how I'm organizing them. So basically, this is my REI reply system, and I put the property type and then the city and state. That way, that's the way that I best remember it when I'm working on several different property types and stuff. But it, so this is my active pipeline. This is where like new leads are going to go for April. I like to get ready for goals. Like I have a big goal this month. I already consider it this month, and it's still the last day of March. But I'm just very passionate towards my goals, and they're like barely. They're pretty much impossible right now. And the only way that I can make it happen is if I level up. So, one of the ways that I level up is by reorganizing things the day before. So that way I have a clean, fresh way to do things when texting starts tomorrow. So, this is what it looks like. Basically, new lead, motivated seller, make offer, follow up, offer accepted, contract signed, buyer signed, deal closed. So that's the way that um, you know acquisitions goes. It starts, and I'm going to show you right here. So I started this chat today. Let me refresh it here. Oh, okay. So I started this chat today, and how it started um, was this. So, or let me see here. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is how it started in a separate chat here. I basically asked it, like, hey, can I have a pipeline buckets from new lead to close deal for each stage in the pipeline? New lead, motivated seller, make offer, follow up on an offer, offer accepted, contract sent, contract signed, buyer signed, deal closed. And then it gave me this, and I'm like, wow, that is way too many steps in a pipeline. I said too much, and it brought it back down to this, which is pretty much what I said originally. I just needed that clear outline so I could just copy and paste into um, pretty much into my pipeline section here, where it allows you to, and you can do this, you don't need REI reply, you can do this on a spreadsheet, but basically allows you to, have this here. So I had that conversation, and then I went over here and we had a conversation in this one. So I said, so I made a couple follow-ups on calls today to sellers, which I did. I had in the past months, but before I get started on texting again, which I've taken like a little break for the last week to just kind of get things rearranged. I want to set up a workflow in REI Reply for anyone who expresses interest, but we don't end up talking. I'm not sure how often I should text back or call back and for how long, but I'm assuming at least once a day for 4 days. And then every couple days or something like that. I'd like for it to go on for a month, but I'm not sure if this workflow should just be for people that are not responsive or for people that are responsive. I'm not too sure. Tell me how many workflows I should have for this. And just so you know, these are only people who expressed interest. Maybe I have a hot workflow that's more persistent than a warm workflow or something, but I'm looking to set this up right now with REI Reply where I tag it, it gets put into that workflow. Okay. So as you can see, I'm kind of like, I don't have much clarity there. I'm just like all over the place in my opinion. And then it cleans it up. Here's what you need: 2 workflows: hot lead, This is the cadence, warm lead. This is the cadence, tag, hot, warm, nurture. So I made those tags, and then I made those tags, and after I made those tags, I came into here into the automations, and this really only took me maybe like an hour and a half. I did it over the course of like 3 or 4 hours because I got my 15,000 steps in as well. So probably took like an hour and a half within there. And now I feel organized because now some leads were kind of just sitting on the sidelines. They weren't really being followed up with the right way. Now I don't have that problem. So liquid gold, property deals, interested lead follow-ups. So these are the 3 that I added today, as you can see, the date. And basically when I tag warm lead, it means engaged but not ready. When I tag hot lead, it means high intent but unresponsive. When I tag nurture 30, it's a long-term follow-up. So let's check out one of these here. And as you can see, working on this right now. So I told it like, hey, I'm working on the first one you said. Give me the text. So it gave me a text, but then I was like, I don't like it. Do it more in my tone and style. Gave me the text and I liked it. So then I was like, give me day 2. Give me day 3. Give me text for day 6, 10, and 14. Right? Because it was all the follow-up. So what I did here was I added it in here. So now you can make these from scratch, and it looks confusing at first, but once you get doing it, it's not that bad. So when I add a tag, a trigger, then it removes the opportunity and it creates the opportunity and puts it into that nurture. Remember, the nurture leads hot lead section, and it says, remember property type in city state. I programmed all of that here. You can say whatever you want there. And follow-ups are so important, guys. Like you gotta follow up. Most people do not follow up, and most of the deals do not come on the first call. I mean, you gotta follow up. You just get talking, building the relationship on the first call, building rapport. Added to hot lead follow-up note. So I have a note there. Then it waits a day. This is an automation. It waits a day. It adds a task to call. Then it sends a text. These are the texts that it gave me. All I did was copy and paste and put these custom values to get their name and address and stuff. Nice text and everything there. And then it waits another day. So on day 2, it sends another text. And then it waits a day, and then we call, and then we send a text, and then we wait a day. And this is the hot lead follow-up. So this is one that I made today based on what ChatGPT gave me here. Instead of me thinking everything into existence on what's the text going to say, what's the days of the week going to look like I didn't decide any of that. I just took ChatGPT's word for it because it makes sense and I can change it later. So the ones I had in here were like 2 weeks follow-up, 30 day, 60 day. And I was just like, these aren't working that well. And I have some leads that like, I don't really have time to be chasing them. I just want them to let me know when they're ready, but I want to follow up on a consistent basis. So I made these automations, and now it's a combination of automations and AI working together. AI finding the leads that we're going to text and call. Once we get a hold of them, automations keep it in the follow-up and stuff. And once they text back, AI texts right away after a couple minutes in case I'm busy. And then I come into it once I have some time to focus on their property and all of that. We have this for the warm lead. And then when we were done with that, I said, okay, how about the nurture? I was thinking nurture, um, for people that are interested, 30 days was too long. So I made it a 14-day, and it's just a text, wait 14 days, text, wait 14 days. And then I didn't really know what to do like after 30 days had passed. So what I did was I just added a task at the end of 30 days. I can show you here. So basically text, wait 14 days, text, and these texts come off like I asked it, like, hey, let's do texts that don't come off salesy or anything. Like, this just been a bit, checking in to see how things are going on your end. I might change these later. I just wanted to get something set up. But yeah, at the end of like, I think 60 days, um, I just added a task. That way I don't have to figure it out now. I'll figure it out 2 months from now. I'll figure out what are we going to do with this workflow and how is it going to be extended. So that's how I was able to get things done very quickly in an hour and a half by a couple conversations here with ChatGPT. It told me what to say. It knows how to stay compliant, all that kind of stuff. So just wanted to show you that. That way you can take action if you need help with pipelines and acquisitions and stuff. See you later.